Hello Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading. Energy overall, you've got loads of abundance for you. Two nines already, wow. Is this going to be on your relationship side a sort of coming to perfection where abundance is everywhere? Choices and joyful choices are coming your way. It looks like that's what you've been driving for. Within your relationships, you're looking for something vibrant, something that stimulates you. That's what it seems like. And you're feeling very secure in that as you go forward, most definitely. And you have absolutely brilliant cards. The only card that is a bit dodgy is that one there, the Five of Wands. So we'll have a look at that a little bit in a little bit. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. This seems to be delving deep, I think, more than anything else. Finding out a lot more about, what is going on in regards to your career path. It's almost as if like the universe is asking you to streamline a lot of things. Yeah, you've been planning a lot. You've been yes, it's all coming. It was all coming good till we hit the 10th card. We'll have to have a look into that as well. So yeah, on your relationship side here, it looks like the thing that you've been trying to instigate within your life. So I don't talk about specific situations really. Sometimes it comes to me, and the reason I sort of block it out is because it's your interaction with the energy. We're all living different lives, obviously, with different sort of scenarios. But the energy that runs through the whole sort of system and runs through each of us as individuals and is manifested differently between each signs is that influencing that overall environment that is around us. And that's what I'm looking into when I'm doing these sort of Astroflower readings. So let's just have a look at here, see what we've got. We've got the Nine of Cups in the overall energies. I think it's because of your joyous side that wants to live life, that's really vivant in French, which means absolutely living it. The moment you realise that, or the moment you engage with life like that, I think the overall energies here is gonna help you a lot of trying to bring situations to in front of you that basically you turn around and kind of go, oh yeah, look at that, that's really interesting. The question is which cup do you want to choose? So on your karmic path, on your relationship side, you get the Nine of Pentacles. So these are the two nines, and when I talk about nines, it's the perfected number. So 1 9 is 9, 2 nines is 18, that's 1 and 8, that's 9, 3 nines is 27, 2 and 7, that's 9. It always goes back to 9, basically. It's the pivotal number. And it seems like it's coming much more out within your relationship side this week than on your financial side. There's stuff to be organised on your financial side. And on your karmic path here is sort of saying the moment you engage with life in that joyous living sort of energy, that bubbly energy that you have, then things will start playing to your favour. The thing is, when it does play to your favour here, and I don't think the universe is trying to fight you, and this is the tricky card, we'll see that with the clarification with the Light Seers cards, but I think here the universe is sort of saying to you, more than anything else, be the best example of who you are, basically. And I think it's being that best example of that positive vibration, that really happy vibration that you have within you. I think it's going to build a lot of security for you. Where have you come from, and where the longer term karmic path, as it were, and this is how your guides help you on a longer term sort of plan, much more on the super subconscious levels. We go into it on the Astroflower. I think you've decided this within you that you want to live life, and you want to live it fully, and that doesn't come without complications in this world at the moment that we live in. But what it is done is it's changed things to your rhythm. So the wind seems to be blowing behind you, so it's helping you to go forward and pushing you forward. And I think that's because you've made you should have made that decision within you to go ahead and just live it. Coming through you and what is going through the sort of like spirit side, the subconscious sort of level there, you have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is a huge amount of knowledge and understanding, practical understanding. So you learn about things by reading things, and then it's a case of putting them into action. And this security that the King provides here, and it's very true for you. So it's the security is for the whole group. It's a really family orientated king, more than anything else. About, you know, this could be your friends, family, or community, whatever it is. You've got this secureness within you because you chose that, and because you're being that bubbly, vibrant sort of energy. The general outcome for all of this, you get the Empress card, which is absolutely beautiful because it has complete control. The other thing I'm getting now off this card here as well is, I think with that bubbly, vibrant energy, you've got to physically go ahead and do it. And it's connected very much to the physical acts of enjoyment of life. And I think this is what it's trying to encourage within you. Anyway, back to the Empress card. The Empress card has a control over her emotions, as you can well see there. At the base of that card there, she has that, she's sitting on a heart-shaped log. It's because that's why she's the Empress of her empire, because she has emotional control. But also at the same time is that there's lots going on around her, and she's got at her feet a load of wheat. So I think it's a case of combining a lot of things with slight emotional detachment to it all, so you can actually enjoy life, and that provides a lot of benefit, a lot of seeds. Excuse me. A lot of wheat to your life, basically, where wheat has always been considered, in English we call money dough. You've got any dough in London and stuff like that. In France they call it blé, which is wheat, and it used to be a real signifier of money and purpose and stuff like that. So I think you've got this within you because you've got that happy-go-lucky, vibrant feel about it. That's what comes off of these cards in general. Within your personal life, within your material life, I've got to fix this table. In this material life, on your karmic path, you have the moon. I think this is all to do with the streamlining things, investigating things that are under the surface. So if you're in a job and you're looking to sort of advance in that job or stuff like that, I'd be very attentive to what is going on around you, in conversations, in what people are doing and everything like that. I wouldn't be concentrating on that, but I would be very attentive to that and see what comes to the surface. Feel what the zeitgeist is of your business, of your projects, your job, whatever it is. It's just feeling the undercurrent, basically. That's what's going on. And the universe here is trying to help you to still this. Now, this is really lovely because you get the Four of Cups. You've got those Three of Cups, they're still standing. But so what you're doing is this person here has been sort of concentrating on these Three Cups. Now it needs to combine all those Three Cups and move it to the next level. And what do you have running through you? You have the Ace of Cups. This is that cup there is that cup there that's being offered. It's exactly the same thing. And I think you're in step with the universe in regards to your job and everything, in regards to how it fulfills you as a job. Okay? Emotionally, physically, materialistically as well, but emotionally, spiritually, morally, all of those sort of things. I think you've got a plan for that, and that's what you've been doing. You've been working on this plan. The Two of Wands there has got to a stage where that one there is complete. That's what the King of Wands has placed, or the Queen of Wands has placed in the grounds. And now you're taking on the next stage. It's like a relay race. You've progressed, or you've been working on a plan. That's what it seems like here. And if you have been working on a plan, this is where you need to distill all of that plan into the essentials to get on. So let's just say if you're looking for a job and you say, I want a job in hospitality. Okay, so do you like serving people at a reception, or do you prefer to serve them in in a restaurant, or would you prefer to be working behind a bar? That's when you can start streamlining things and really start focusing on what makes you happy. What is that one cup, that pure desire that you're looking towards to go down or fulfill in your life? If you try and put too much in, and this is what the overall outcome is, the 10 of Wands, this can play in both ways. If you are not straight with yourself, and I think this is what the undercurrent is all about, is feeling the undercurrent. If you're not straight with yourself and you ignore that, you risk to try and take on too much, and it's going to swamp that cup. It's going to overflow it too much. So eventually it will be lost to the emotions of the situation. So I'd be a little bit wary of that if I was you going forward. Okay, right, let's get on to a bit of clarification. Thank you very much for being here and supporting this channel in any which way you see fit. In the description below, you'll find links to private readings that I give, and also healing sessions, and also our sister channel, CYMATIC TV, which is a channel all about energy, basically. So, yeah, it'd be lovely to see you over there, and it's lovely to see you here. Let's just see what goes on with the Nine of Cups. You get the Nine of Cups. It's exactly what I said. I think the universe here is, once you get into this bubbly feeling, as soon as I pick it up, I get that. You know, you get the Nine of Cups twice now on the same place. And I think the universe is responding a bit like, I've got a dog, and when you stroke when I stroke my dog, obviously the dog, my Cody is his name, he gets really happy, he starts getting more sort of playful and everything like that. And I think it's, if you're putting it in there, you're going to get a lot of returns, basically. Let's just see what's going on with the Nine of Pentacles. You get the Queen of Swords. Now, this is very funny. This ties into the Empress card as well, because this is really where you want to be going on your karmic mission. They're both in control of their emotions. She sat on that log in the heart shape, and this one here, you can see the heart, which is right down in the bottom there. And it's recognizing these possibilities that are around you and the physical world, and engaging your energy in the physical world, but not losing sight of your emotions in all of this. So don't get, so you don't end up running off in a direction that doesn't suit you, and eventually you sort of stop and kind of go, what am I doing here? That's what you got to avoid, I think, more than anything else. Now you get the Four of Cups again. So this is a definite distillation of things, starting to concentrate things in one precise area more than anything else. And it comes up with the Five of Wands. And I was saying about the Five of Wands being the best example of yourself, and I think this is what the Four of Cups does. It's stimulating, or it's getting all of that social, those Three of Cups, a very sociable thing, into that one cup there. And being the best example of yourself is certainly going to bring that to the fore. Once it starts connecting with the input that you've decided to do in life, this Wheel of Fortune comes out with a Judgment. And Judgment is the calling to you in your life. And I think your life has to do with fun. Really does. And I think this is an ascension moment. It's been coming for some time. And now you're going to start enacting it. If some people don't get it, they don't get it. You can't assure. This is where you have the control over your emotions. This is what that is all about. If people don't get it, then they don't get it. You're not going to convince them. I say to people, don't try and wake people up anymore. If they're not awake, let them wake up in their own time, slowly but surely, and I think this is the same here for you. With the King of Pentacles, you get the Three of Swords. So obviously security is important for you. And it may have hurt you in the past. It may have you may have felt like you've been done wrong in the past, emotionally or morally. So like someone taking too much of the duvet. Do you know what I mean? That sort of scenario there. And I think your security is the fact that you're living this life in a bubbly way, which is providing a lot of knowledge, understanding and security. And I think it's here within that security, it's going to help you. There is going to be a moment where you're going to be dealing with a situation, and that security that comes in will turn around to you and sort of say, if you continue down this path, you'll hurt yourself. And I would listen to that. I would listen to that inner voice that drives you more towards security. And this is what I'm talking about, being emotionally in control of the situation. This is really important, because if you don't, it can become a little bit overwhelming for you more than anything else. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the Empress. You got the Empress, you got the Three of Pentacles. This is good quality work. I think once you start getting control over your emotions, this is when you get people that come to you or come out in your environment that is around you, that that you recognise that they understand, that you're on the same page as them, and they recognise they're on the same page as you. And this is what the wheat is all about. It makes it very abundant and very secure. But you've got to have a control over your emotions. Don't lose sight of that, of the middle path for the moment. On your on your financial side with the moon, you get the Eight of Wands. That undercurrent, this is where the messages are coming in, the communication, I think, through spirit, intuition, almost from the universe, or from your guides and etc. And it's giving you a focal point as well as you go forward, which understanding the undercurrent in your financial world or whatever you're doing in the material world will help you enormously to avoid complications going forward. If you think about a surfer, there is the waves that break, and they break on sandbars, on the west coast, but the sandbars are not complete, and the water gets sucked out between those sandbars, and you get this current that goes out, and the surfers know this, and the waves don't really break there, so they can paddle out quite quickly. It's quite easy to paddle out and to get the waves. But if you didn't know about that and you were just swimming along, you could get sucked out to sea. And this is where, knowing about these undercurrents is going to serve you enormous amount of things. Look at this. Look at this. You get the Five of Wands with the Four of Cups. And then on this side here, you get the you get the Four of Cups with the Five of Wands, and here you get the Five of Wands with the Four of Cups. The universe is being incredibly consistent with you here. And I think here is understanding these undercurrents will avoid complications, will avoid conflict, but it will also help you to be the best example of who you want to be, basically. Really, really nice. Really, really lovely from the universe. Really trying to help you out here. There is no doubt about it. With the Two of Wands, you get the Page of Wands. So you've got to take that one there, plan for the future, and I think you've been doing this. And I think here is sort of saying, now you've got to start playing with those passions. Once you start playing with those passions, then it's going to become a lot clearer about where you should be going, what you should be pushing into. And it comes from what you're planning, basically. So according to the undercurrents here, you'll be able to sort of use those passions, which will tap into the undercurrent of the businesses that you're working with, or the business world you're working with, or the project you're trying to do, or the job that you're working in, the company you're working with. If you involve those passions and understand the undercurrent, it will bring the undercurrent to the surface, which could be really beneficial to you going forward. Look at that. Look at that. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Cups. This is exactly what we're talking about in regards to, distilling the information here, distilling your desires into one cup, and to be, it's like it's absolutely amazing. It's like that is your grail, basically. It's your raison d'etre. It goes much further than just this life. It goes much further than that. This is a real sort of soul connection in regards to what you should be doing here. Tied in with the double Nine of Cups as well, which we've got on there. Look at that. I'm just so amazed with all of that. How much do you want out of it? How much do you want out of this? It's absolutely amazing. How much do you want out of that? It's just so great. How many cups have you got available? And choosing one cup at a time, and this is how you explore with your passions, choosing one cup at a time, is going to possibly then completely free you up from that Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands with the Ten of Wands. This is a mad reading, Pisces. Carrying too much. This is what you've got to be careful of. We've got 3 sets of doubles here. 3 sets of doubles. And those 2 sets there. There's 5 petals that have got double cards on them in a way, if you include the universe. You have to be very attentive about this. You have to, with your passions, don't have a certain control over your passions as you go forward. And then choose really according to your heart, according to your soul, where you want to put your energies into. If you do that, then you're not going to overload yourself. If you don't do that, if you don't have a control over it, and you don't have a control over the undercurrent and everything like that, if you're not going to do that work, you're going to be overwhelmed by your own heart and emotions. That is going to be, as I said, it could get swamped, and it's almost going to be like it could be too much for you. So you don't want that stress. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for the entire world that you are like that. It's much better if you streamline into that one cup at a time. Absolutely brilliant. There you go, Pisces. Thank you very much for being here with us. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget about all the links in the description below to also our sister channel and my private readings and what have you. I will see you soon. We've got the monthlies coming out next week as well. I'll see you there for that. Thank you very much for all your support. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.